Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Recolors of the Lost Pathfinder, episode 48, 2 Weeks to Speak. As is usual with this particular campaign, we do have two others that are also streaming, so we'll get started shortly. So just hang out, chill with us, and once the others are done with their intros, we'll get started with the character intros. And I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
All right. Let me see. Yep, Taya's still addressing his chat.
Make sure I have the tracker up. I don't know that I'll need it.
Depends.
All right. Thank you for reminding me.
But it looks like we're all unmuted. So, introductions. Hi, everybody. I'm Drunk Dragonair. I'm going to be running the one running the show, or the one running the show, whichever version of English you want today. Evil plans, yada yada blah, something about evil laughter, and passing it to... We'll go with Viv today. Viv, you go.
How could you do this to me? Yes, hello, I'm Viv. I will be playing Shoal Brinecoat, the Cat Shark Ranger Cleric. I exist. I am a problem. My crimes against the multiverse have not yet been discovered by the leader of the party, so we're still doing good. On to Vari.
I'm Vari, and I'm playing Fret Signature, the mute musician, Mask of the Whispering God, Kitsune. Yeah, just, chilling and going about business and, trying to do calculations of the impossible and such, and, maybe a little bit of navigating and stuff. On to Paint.
Hello, everybody. I am Razim, and I am playing as Paint, the sentient feral African wild dog. He is a kineticist entropist. Go for a key.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carcerus, also known as Key, and I play Last Lost the Paladin, who will continue to be ignorant of Shoal's crimes against the multiverse, hopefully, until the end of existence. Which means
You're going to start getting a
he's-
newsletter.
No. Please don't give him more things to stress about. He's just started to become normal.
Fine.
And I believe it is our good Dr. Voltster.
Hello, I'm Oneko Taigo, half demon, half cat, all friend. Also on YouTube now because I've got the multi-streaming things working and mostly, and it only encounters like an error every couple of streams now rather than multiple errors a single stream. So that's nice. I'm playing Dr. Volt, German artificer, and somehow a thing resembling party sane person. And I think that's everyone.
Yes, that is, which means we can go to story time with Darren and get recap out of the way. And this goes to Key.
I wonder if the Kobold bot is not working right now. I tried to do the shoutouts.
It might not be. I'll fix it.
Darn. In any case, yes, hello everybody. Last time we started off at the gates of Threshold with our wagon of newly acquired pets and an avatar of the Green Flame who decided to just peace out because they wanted to go surfing anyway. And we had a minor, if somewhat time-consuming kerfuffle with the guards. They're like, these are critters. We can't really let you take these in here. They're like alive, and so they had to bring a cleric over, and the cleric is like, well, yeah, these things are alive. Normally, you can't let you do that. And Fred asks to be allowed to track down a friend, so he makes his way over to his druid friend's place. And this is around the time when I tell everybody I'm running out of names for the druid, and is mildly surprised that there is a lack of fret boys present today as I speed through this. Although it's hard to tell if the grass schooner is wearing pants at the moment, but there is an auspiciously placed bush between Fret and said naturemancer. Thistle McGee takes a few jabs at what may be waiting at the gate that Fret needs him there for. All of them are wrong, but each of them is equally amusing. Rather, the fox tells him they've got a bunch of animals at the gate, so he needs Barkbeard to have a chat with them and see if it's okay to bring them in. Stepping out from behind the bush, Shroomy reveals he's got flesh-colored pants on. Ew. Fret eyebrow waggles, and they head back to the gate where everyone is waiting, and of course, as soon as he's outside the gate, the twig toker gets distracted by the vastness of the void beyond. Long enough that Fret snaps his fingers in front of the druid's face to get him to focus. First thing the ivy-minded fellow does is start talking to Paint like he's a normal dog, which Paint understands, but the others do not. The odd just looks at Fret, getting a squinty-eyed kitsune smile in return. Clearly, Fernstash does not remember Paint at all, even when Paint sends images of places in Twilight. Shoal begins to wheeze and roll around on the ground in sheer amusement at this situation. Fret tries to stifle his silent giggling as Paint levels an annoyed look at him like, really? This was your solution? Meanwhile, Lost just stands by and watches this all unfold. Because this is Paint's problem. When Fret tries to explain the animals belong to Paint, the druid asks who that is. Paint raises a paw and ends up literally shocking Redwood Randy when he sneezes and bursts with electricity. Of course, Rootward the Loamy is unaffected and merely asks which animals he should talk to first. Soon ambling over and beginning to make lizard noises at the lizards, devolving slowly into just saying lizard over and over again. When Fret comes over to snap his fingers, Tinseltongue explains he's actually communicating this time. The magic works fine no matter what he actually says. After dealing with the lizards, Woody Shallot stands up and says the pink one is fine with it and all the others just think about bugs.
I thought you said you were running low.
I came up with some good ones midway through. And he goes on a tangent. Yes, I know. These aren't as good as the first ones. And he goes on a tangent trying to explain what it's like, bring up things like movies from other worlds and stuff like that. Among other things, he piques Fret's interest that there's a movie room somewhere. So Didgery Don't Do Drugs gives Fret a flyer for a mirror movie night or something like that. Shoal, meanwhile, is still wheezing as he continues to roll and flop about in the air like a cartoon. When the druid asks what he should chat with next, Paint indicates a jar of crickets he has for feeding lizards. Luckily, he doesn't need to talk to those, but explains that insects tend to be very dirty. Next, he attempts to chat with bats and ends up insulting them with the wrong language first, then inadvertently getting into a fight with the bat couple. Fred has to get the dandelion brain fellow's attention again to get him to focus. Next is the otters, which has the druid hesitant. The moment he attempts to talk to them, the otters surround him, apparently asking for fish. Fred telepathically reminds the druid there are fish in Twilight. As soon as the otters are informed there is fish, they are a-okay with going into Twilight. Back to the bats, which are very enamored with each other and want many little batlings. They also like it outside Twilight in the vast dark of the void. Fred suggests that perhaps he could see if his patron wants to take them in. Getting an idea, Paint sends an image of Fret to Fret of the soul echoes, and then the soul echoes turning into baby bats. Fret looks to Dr. Volt and asking if that's how it works. Volt, having been distracted, needs a brief recap, after which Fret has a thought and writes down a note for himself on his chalkboard: talk to Erabain about children. Things you should not put in your Google search bar if you don't want to be watched. When the druid asks if there's anything else the group need, Last emphatically tells him no, please leave, stiltedly thanking him for his time. Before the easily distracted druid leaves, Fret flags him down and gives him some seals for this time. Since it seems like everything is okay, Paint begins pulling his wagon into Twilight. The guards let us pass. Yay! We can get into Twilight. The animals are distractible.
Wow, it's like they have an int of 2 or something.
Yeah, that is one of the things that kind of bothers me with like Baldur's Gate 3 is when you have the speak with animal effect on, which is like basically the single easiest effect to have on you at any given time. But it's like all of the animals have also been awakened. Like, it's like, no, you're expressing your thoughts and desires, and you're supposed to basically be saying, I really wish they would stop that. It is making me want to hurt them. And I could use food. And I saw the strange cow go through here. It went that way. Strange cow meaning
Cow.
I don't know. Not even cow. It means some four-legged creature. Strange cow meaning dire wolf.
That would make a strange cow indeed. Meanwhile, Fred and Shoal briefly discuss between themselves not that. What they need to do next now that they're home. There's getting back with the council, talking to Erabain, finding Green Flame and getting him to talk to Erabain. Lost points out they still need compensated for their efforts to protect Twilight, maybe get extra promotion. Oh, and seeing about getting their team ranked up as well, since they're still only rank 1 recallers, so he'll be going to HQ to get all that paperwork done. When Fred and Shoal decide to come with, Last stops and asks if they're sure. Don't they have anything else they want to do? Apparently not. So off to Recaller's HQ they go. While Volt was asked if he wants to go, Lost assumes he'll want to go back to the labs and do science things, which he does. Volt returns to his laboratory, grinning madly as he gets to do all of the things with those components he acquired at the bazaar. At Lost and Paint's abode, the wild dog does his best to set up all his new pet friends in the house comfortably. Fish tanks in the living area / entryway, otters situated upstairs in one of the intended guest room, bats in the attic, lizards in another guest room. Meanwhile, those going toward our Colors HQ, the trio from Fragment see a shirtless arson dancing outside. Apparently doing so where Axley was intending to campaign, with a sign saying he'll keep dancing until Axley signs his petition. Axley is sitting on his soapbox, looking very done with everything. Too bad. Lost is not coming to his rescue. Briefly, Fret has to keep himself from joining in the dancing, having to be a professional fox. For now. As much as Lost does not wish to be noticed, his equipment is a bit noisy for stealth. Upon being noticed, Fret does a little jig to Arson, much to Axley's chagrin. Meanwhile, asks grumbling along the way that his day was going so well, and then it all went to chaos again. While Fret attempts to stop and offer to have the task of paperwork delegated to him, he can't exactly stop the smoke line. So the trio go to HQ to deal with paperwork for team rank promotion, cop promotion, and compensation. Although they are told they don't need to file for compensation, as the council will be giving Foof 5,000 seals each once they are able to handle that. Whenever they handle that. Which is fine, because Lost can always bother the council whenever he pleases. They won't be able to stop him. It is literally impossible. He can just shadow walk into their office. Eventually, Paint finishes setting up and brings one of the otters with him to help with the paperwork. Although he has a heck of a time bringing the highly distractible creature along, it takes him an hour to get there, but he joins his friends where they're doing paperwork. The otter immediately makes a nuisance of itself, opening a drawer. Being in a drawer. Bashing a hard object on the desk. Climbing up Fret's leg, getting a glare from Shoal, attempting to leap onto the desk from Fret's leg, and missing. At some point, Lost grabs the otter and tries to put it on his lap. Instead, it wiggles around and realizes Last's armor has holes in it. It peers into the holes, clambering into the smoke line's armor. Paperwork eventually finishes, and they take it where it needs to go, and they leave. The otter, of course, committing chaos and chicanery along the way. Now Lost goes off to inform his guard captain that he's back and can be put back on the roster. Paint decides to go to Erabain, with his otter in tow. Fred decides to join him while Shoal goes to see if Green Flame is surfing in the sea. When Fret and Paint arrive at Erabain, he fixes them with a gaze like they're foreign objects, seeing the otter with them. The kitsune generally saying that Paint brought home some new friends. Paint bringing out the pet food. Era asking what he's supposed to do with that. And a whole bunch of chicanery where Erabain has to eat the food, and it's... Why would you do this, Paint? Why would you do this to Erabain?
How
Hey,
could
he
you
doesn't
do this to me?
He doesn't control how the rules of the world works. He just has to work with it.
To be fair, Fret tries to mollify things and partake at least of, like, fish flake flavored Wander meal. Anyway, proceeding, Fret brings up having an idea of how to allow people to have children. Era, of course, reminding him that he's the only one with a real body in Twilight. Bringing up the time bombs, the Kitsune suggests that perhaps with that concept they might be able to generate stable time fields, pockets where people could have children and grow up, although that only half solves the problem. As to even have children, one must have physical real bodies. Fret posits that the soul echoes would allow this to work regardless, noting they have some new friends that want to try. This baffles and befuddles Erabain. Paint sends an image of his bats, prompting the poor dragon to ask how many animals Paint got. He regrets asking immediately as Paint shows him all the animals he collected from the bazaar. Hesitating, Era asks Fret to come back with a full proposal. He needs time to think about things. Paint pulls out the container of crickets. Sighing, he tells the canine to leave them behind, he'll eat them later. To follow the established deal, both Fret and Paint eat a cricket first. This, thankfully, does not bother Erabain as much as he eats a cricket no problem. Before they leave, Fret makes sure to tell Erabain about the green flame being present and needing to talk to him, Paint presenting the image of this fellow as being several orders above the concept of a god. Sighing, Era asks, "Why is it always you four?" Shrugging in reply, Fret seems to believe it has partially to do with his patron. It seems as though the Unforgotten could not sense the green flame, and so was ignorant of their presence until told about him. Paint sends an image of green fire on top of the Twilight Sea, not fully understanding what surfing is. Shaking his head, Fret corrects that green flame brought a surfboard with him that he's riding on. In a deep voice the pair have not heard before, he tells the recallers to leave, apparently having stress eaten the fish flakes. Paint trots over to the edge of the bridge, tugging his otter along to leave. Fret casts a sympathetic look to Era before he follows after his four-legged friend. Back with Shoal, he is actively trying to track down the green flame. It does not take Shoal over long to figure out the general area GF is in, as he soon sees Erabain's physical self manifest on a nearby shore. He swims over, takes a few minutes. Closer he swims, the bigger Erabain is. GF is entirely nonplussed, if not mildly miffed, as he surfs along the waves. Era walking along the shore for now. Swimming up to Green Flame, Shoal gets told the surfing sucks as the waves are tiny. Also, a pissed off dragon is on the shore right now. Shoal surmises correctly one of his friends must have told Era that GF is here. Feeling like messing with Era a bit, GF has Shoal retrieve a rock. With said rock, he uses a simple misdirection spell and skips it off into the distance, then very briefly releases his presence, causing Erabain's attention to snap in the direction of the rock before GF suppresses his presence again. He intends to mess with Era for a little while. We're from the surfing presently, anyway. Nothing Shoal can really do with the waves situation, but the cat shark is equally entertained as he retrieves another rock for the green flame. This one gets thrown with divine strength, sending Erabain flying off in that very same direction. Lost eventually makes his way back home and begins cleaning up. In the midst of mopping up the last puddles from fish tank setup, he spies Erabain through the window, at full size, suddenly bolting toward the city from Lakeshore. Instead of worrying, Last walks over and closes the blinds on the window and resumes cleaning his home. Paint and Fret spend a brief while at the World Mirror before going their separate ways, Fret trying to keep track of Erabain's movements somewhat. When it's clear he can't keep up with the huge, mildly panicking dragon, he gets a beach chair and sets it up by Lost's house to chill a while. Last does come out with an otter in his arms for a short while, mostly getting an idea of what's going on from the foxfolk before returning inside. He's the one who's going to suffer for these consequences, but the initiative of his friends is noted. When Shoal is sent away by Green Flame, he chooses to seek out his companion. Doesn't take much for him to find Fret lounging on the shore by the lost home. The fox doing a squinty kitsune smile as Shoal approaches, and Body surfs onto the beach, flopping next to him. Fret waves, Shoal noting that he helped. Confused, Fret demands an explanation of rocks being given to Green Flame, misdirection, etc. Something about being put off by the lack of waves. Fret suggests they could talk to the druids about that, which they could, but also Undeterred, the fox makes a trek back over to his favorite walnut-munching spellcaster. When he gets there, the druid is distracted by something making surfing music, so it takes a while for him to notice Fret's presence. After a brief customary startle, he asks what he can do. Fret asks for waves. There's somebody that wants big waves. Unfortunately, that seems to be outside of Surfless Turf's purview. That sort of thing tends to be a planet and moon sort of thing. There's the illusory moon in the snowfield, but that's an illusion. And then he goes on a tangent about a vision quest he went on and something about how sometimes in life you just gotta turn around. Then for some reason talks about his favorite food, sauerkraut and pickles. He then offers a sauerkraut pickle dog to Fret, who politely declines by shaking his head. Somehow Fish Flakes is fine, but sauerkraut pickle dog is not. Leaving the man to his odd foods, Fret decides to pay his good friend Dr. Volt a visit. At the labs, Fret isn't even announced by name, it's just them again over the intercom for Volt. Oh, sorry, hang on, let me do the voice now. It's them again. As I do my best.
Were you doing Roz?
Yes.
Oh, spectacular.
Look, I have to inject a little humor as I'm speeding through this. Because, like, some of those names probably aren't hitting. Wolfold is currently being interrupted from his rather extensive list of crafting work. Brett promises to only take up so much of the scientist's time. Eagerly broaching the subject of people wanting to have children or families, particularly via stabilized pockets of real time, generally by building off the concept of the time bombs, although there are many factors to consider, things like facilities for child rearing and care and such, of which a number of those do exist in Threshold. Then there's the matter of how much stabilized time would affect the realm as a whole, requiring a great deal of testing. Also that generally spiritual beings, or those whose souls are their bodies, do not reproduce by normal means, or without funky magical nonsense going on. Regarding the surrogacy of soul echoes, though, Fret brings up the Pats that would probably agree to clinical trials. While willing to perform such experiments, Volt muses that this might be a way to get a worldwide plague going that locks everyone in their houses for some indeterminate amount of time. Aside from all that, Fret lets Volt know that the next time there's a council meeting, all of Fu should receive a 5,000 seal stipend each. The Kitsune pondering if there were other things he wanted to talk about. Oh yes, the navigational system the pair had been working on. Was there any progress on that, perhaps? Boy, Volt has a lot of projects going on. It would be nice if Volt had help on that. Dr. Volt has been doing many things, and so... What is time to us? Doing many things.
Take your point of damage.
No. Don't damage. That's actually funny. You might not know why that's funny, but that's funny. Dr. Volt has been doing many things, and so only been able to make so much progress while other projects are on the docket. His massive hoard of contraptions has been taking priority lately, but getting all that done has practical applications. Since he doesn't have much else planned besides his job, Fret asked if he might assist with the navigational system work. Providing Fret with his notes, Volt isn't quite sure if the Kitsune has enough of a grasp of theoretical maths to handle it. The poor fox does his best to parse the dense notations, everything beginning to spin on the pages. At best, he's able to copy down what's there. Unfortunately, trying to reread any of it brings Fret a terrible skull-splitting headache. Maybe giving Volt a few more days is a good idea. Handing back the papers, Fret simply says, "I can't," and walks out of the labs. Perhaps one of the...
Probably not the first time, not the last time.
Perhaps one of the least nonsensical reactions to be had when someone sees Volt's mathematical insanity and beauty. Meanwhile, Paint returns one of the otters, then leaves with one of the lizards when he comes home, then almost immediately goes to leave, finding last first. Paladin is currently in casual clothing, calmly making something that seems to be vegetable stew for dinner. Wrinkling his nose, Paint tugs on Lost's apron, insistent that he stop what he's doing and come with him. Sighing, Last turns off the stove after Paint uses pyrokinesis to snuff out its fire. Taking off his apron, which is pink, Furlian says, the last cook you'll ever need on it. I already took my damage for that. Lost inevitably follows Paint out of the house. The canine wanders around until he finds a restaurant that smells good, the best one he can find. Last and Lizard in tow, heading inside and looking around for whatever he's supposed to do next. Lost takes care of the next part, talking with the hostess and able to get a table in just about no time. Of course, given how time works, there isn't much of a wait. Paint insistently leaves 500 seals on the podium, telling Last that he should have a nice meal by himself. Not bothered by Paint or anyone or anything. Begrudgingly, after some back and forth, Lost agrees to this, much as he feels he doesn't need it. So he gets a table for one and tries to hide behind the menu as he slumps over the table. Seeing this, Paint gives the hostess 20 more seals and asks her to ensure Last has a good time. Because Paint doesn't understand money. Or at least how this specifically is supposed to work. She nods along, of course, and takes the money to the Lost table, getting him an entire bottle of wine. He is going to need it. Leaving Rex behind to observe Last, Paint heads back to the bar in the Whimsical Wharves with one of his lizards. Bringing the lizard to Tooth, their color captain seems confused after he takes down the request, particularly when Paint insistently nudges the lizard's little terrarium toward Tooth. At first he thinks Paint is trying to get his own reward, but no, Paint is instead trying to give Tooth a pet lizard so that Tooth has one too. And Tooth decides to take it as a favor to Last. Thank you, Tooth. I will never know about this.
Yes, you will.
Nope.
Oh,
No.
Tooth is gonna have that thing like on the bar as kind of the mascot of the bar now, probably.
Yes, with a little placard that says donated by Paint and Last.
Then deciding to figure out how many people are afraid of Paint in this bar by now, it gets to pouring drinks. Rather than stay at the bar, Paint goes to find one of the Seven Osi. Traveling out to Threshold, he approaches one of the first smoke lines he sees. Going up to them, he sends long images of Last in their normal form, then the sensation of relaxation with an attached question mark. In response, the canine receives a head pat, much to his annoyance. So Paint begins running around Threshold, trying to find someone who can tell him how Savnos like to relax. Someone must know, surely. It surely won't all be head pats and non-answers. That would be frustrating.
He will start biting.
Please don't bite my people. They're fighters. They'll punch you. And now we're up to session 48. 2 weeks to speak. Disclaimer for everyone. Everyone in the VC here already knows. My comma keycap is busted, so my notes may not be the best for next week. Or not next week, in 2 weeks' time.
But, yes. Paint's running around. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting. But in the meantime, you guys are actually getting some downtime. I just wanted to open up this particular session with asking, is there anything important that anybody want to do specifically if they were given, or if their characters had 2 weeks where they were not bothered for once?
I came up with a list.
Oh boy.
Paint would attend class.
Go ahead and give yourself 2 weeks of class. I know Dr. Volt has a bunch of projects. I know that a bunch of those are magical items for the party that he should be able to get done in a 2 week period of time easily, and I'm going to let him choose 2 of his current projects that he'd like to focus on elsewise.
What are my full list of projects?
I know that you want to do something with Paint and researching that mark. I know...
Oh, yeah.
There's the navigation system.
Navigation system. The general science shenanigans.
Oh, and now Frit has passed off the concept of adding time to places
So,
and trial bearing.
I finished semester 1.
Neat. We'll get those rolls done in here in a moment. Key, let's get your list out of the way first, because you got a list. Paint needs to make some rolls.
So, I put down my priorities in game related 2 weeks ago, just so I had them. First off, he has named the otters Brush, Easel, and Palette.
Oh,
That's kind of adorable.
Right?
And what else is
I
kind of
know.
adorable, Key?
yeah.
Priorities are his jobs, being a guard and in the bakery. Otherwise, he is training canvas for combat, making sure Paint does classes. This includes getting up for classes at an appropriate hour, as much as time holds sway here. Any additional recallers paperwork that he may need to do, and then the bottom 2 portions of the list are fulfilling his agreement with Axley, which is to endorse Axley's campaign to become a councilman, assuming he has signed Arson's petition. If he has not signed the petition, this does not matter. Otherwise, if he has any extra time beyond any of that, he will attempt to assist in the Savnosi integration where he can. And the last one on my list does not matter because Fret does not want to handle that right now.
Oh, about that. All right. Good to know. Let me pull up a certain Google sheet that I have for Paint so we can get those rolls out of the way. Come on. Come on. Load. I have gigabit internet. Of course, so slow. I need to, blow all the dust out of my PC, I think.
Oh, and to answer the question that was asked, he will definitely want to do the analysis of the mark and its non-mark counterpart of Paint, and the measurement system, because that is the one, I believe that is something he can actually get paid for, and 2, that it's basically one. It has seniority over the other products.
Understood. And I'll get to
And,
you in a moment. Go ahead.
As an aside, related to that, one of Fret's higher priorities is going to be assisting Vol.
Understood. I will...
Shoal has 2 things that he cares about. One is the elemental augmentation if Volt has time for it. And 2 is Shoal is going to be attempting to figure out what he can do to deal with this fucking Fae more easily.
And I will definitely come back to that one.
Oh.
All right. So we are going to start off with Paint. Let's roll to see what your grades are in the final exam. Are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
Roll for your first class. Let's go with Law History 101.
What exactly am I
Actually, it's semester
rolling?
2. If you the rules and info, at the end of each semester, you will always get the skill points. You may, or when you do complete, you will gain a bonus to your roll or to your final rolls based on studying. So you get bonuses. I didn't write this down here. Where the heck did I write them? Hold on. You're supposed to roll the applicable skill after you've gained the skill point.
So is it just 1 skill point per?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, but they do get counted as class skills.
Oh, wait, I see. The second tab, bonuses, quick reference.
Yep, those are the bonuses that you get for the semester. So, yep. Okay, I've got the DCs here too. Good.
They're all labeled as semester 1.
Don't worry about it. It's just the first upper left-hand corner box.
Okay.
I'll fix the rest later.
Alright, so I need to roll knowledge law, knowledge nobility, and craft painting.
Yep, in that order.
Alright.
Because, yeah, you're actually in semester 2 now.
I don't see knowledge law.
You got to add it, and you're not just... You got to physically add it.
Yeah, because it's not a normal knowledge, it's a,
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
it's a quote-unquote specific knowledge.
Yep.
Alright, so I got 1 in that. 1 in this. And then it was knowledge nobility.
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so knowledge law first, right? Yes.
Yep.
Come on, good numbers. Well, this one is extra important, so I'm going to use reroll.
Understood.
Well, it went up
You
1.
gonna re-roll it?
Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It went off the table. There we go. Oh, that's respawn. So, there we go. 16.
16 is a B.
Win.
What bonus do I get from the studying, by the way?
It was a +1 for studying. You can do. I know it's here. Give me a second. I got to read my own rules because I wrote them ages ago. It's a... How many hours did you study?
I've got a total of 93 hours.
Is that into just studying?
Yeah.
A plus a lot. Never mind, you got an A.
Oh, okay.
Plus enough? That's a... Okay.
Well,
You have spent just as much time in class as you did studying.
well, no, about a third. The next one is an even higher amount on the die.
And I gotta divide this really quickly. I'm doing it with math, so you're gonna have to give me a second to actually figure out the plus. Because it was between 3 classes divided by 10. Alright, it is a +4. There we go.
Okay.
Which did press you into an A. So what was the next one?
Next one was 18 on the die. So 22 for,
Yep, that is also an A.
and the last one, the most important one. Well, maybe not most, but, you know, an important one. That is 24 on the die. Plus the 4, so 28.
And there's your A.
Yay, straight
Look,
A's!
You struggled really hard with that first law final.
He just had Rex accidentally keep burning the test and had to keep starting over.
Accidentally in quotation marks.
Yeah. He finished it eventually.
Eventually. All right. And yes, Key, you're going to be able to get your motorcycle trained. Hey, Dr. Volt.
Yes, hello.
Fantastic. Out of curiosity, would Paint be willing to take an afternoon to let Dr. Volt do some pokety poking?
Yes.
Fantastic. Dr. Volt, you wish to look into the mark a little bit, and you got that lens, so what I need is a spellcraft to start off.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
And
And
since
this is quite the important point of research. So let's go and use our daily thing.
And it
Also,
sounds like you wanted to
Fred-
help.
yeah, Fret is free to help. So if you would like an assist,
Sure, go ahead. Roll your assist.
all right. Okay. It's gonna be laughable in compared to yours, but hey, assist is an assist, hopefully.
A +2 is a +2.
Okay, that is a 15.
That is
Which,
a +2.
hey, that's the DC to assist.
Cool. 56.
Holy crap.
Alrighty. Now that we have the spellcraft out of the way, I need a knowledge arcane.
Okay. Well, he has 2 uses of it a day, so
Gosh, it's gonna be even higher.
the reason that I kind of laughed there was it's literally the same number on the dice. Alt tab me over to my character. Okay, so are you rolling to assist?
I can't. Not
He
on
doesn't
this
have
one, I'm
knowledge
sorry.
arcane.
47.
Paint can.
Go ahead.
He's got a rank in it.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll. See if you're assistful. Assistful? Is that a word?
It is
Okay.
now. Pretty good roll.
+2.
A dirty 20.
Understood. That's a +2, so that brings that up to a 49. I need a knowledge planes roll, please. Dr. Volt. I don't know
I'm
if...
out of my bonus use of thing, so
Oh, this is one that I can assist with.
Paint can
So
too.
can paint.
Maybe.
Oh.
By the way, after his classes, he went to the World Mirror. Or after the test. I'm going to be using that.
32 plus their bonuses.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 21 for the assist.
Okay, so that's +2.
14.
Aw.
Got a big bonus, but the die just does not want to cooperate.
Yeah, it happened.
My die does not like me.
All right, Dr. Volt. So this is going to be very interesting because you have to flip between the lenses a lot before you start to hone in on what's going on. Thankfully enough, you do happen to have a Vari there to do a cross comparison instead of yourself. So as you're digging into this, you find something a little weird about everything. The mark is really hard to find. Really hard to find. And when you finally do, you realize why it's hard to find. It's extremely low energy. You're pretty sure a mark like this could consist for ages based on how low energy it is. It's almost parasitic in nature, but it's not quite able to get a grasp on you. After consulting some knowledge of planes and everything, you realize that it's kind of existing in the space between things within you. And it is absolutely going to be a problem if this thing manages to get a hold. Likely getting enchanted whenever you get close to the Unraveler thing. Those are definitely problems. It's like having a little bug inside of you. A microscopic bug that once it starts to grow, goes really quickly.
Magical antibiotics, got it.
Antibiotics don't work on viruses, though.
But you said it's like a bug.
Out of character, did the green flame just basically put potential unravelers in every single person who's got a freaking mark?
No,
This is the Unraveler's mark.
Oh, the unravelers. Okay, my apologies. I thought it was. Never mind.
No. I'm not trying to analyze the time thing.
I'm dumb.
Yep. Nope. The Unraveler essentially just put a small part of itself in each side of you guys, hoping that eventually it would either propagate or able to drain from you directly while you're fighting it.
And Paint does not have one, right?
Nope.
Correct.
And that's why you were important.
Yeah. You're the control subject, basically.
He would not have been able to find it without you. Or another control.
Hooray!
Because self-introspection on such a level is difficult.
Yes, you need somebody that doesn't have it to find the difference. And it takes Volt a good 2 or 3 days to actually get it. So it's not just one afternoon, it's several before it is finally found. And oh boy, matching that wavelength to counter is going to be interesting. You almost have to learn how to figure out void magic or something. But now you know it's there. And yeah, I did say bug, but it is more of a virus because non-intelligent just thing there. Yes?
I said okay. I was just.
I was
I understood.
Good. I was expecting a joke for after that for some reason. No. Not this time. Okay, understood.
Maybe later.
But yes, now you have the base data on that, and you're assuming this is probably something that a lot of them do, because this might be a way of it maintaining its hold.
And so we'll begin eventually the process of reverse engineering this.
Yep. Did you want to work on your other project a little bit before you dive into the physics of micro scale energies?
Yeah.
The other one was the distance, correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. The DC, by the way, between all of those averaged out was 45. You got 47.
Wow.
So, in other words, the assists from you guys actually made it happen.
Yeah, like for
Wow.
the two. Yeah. Yep. That's wild. Cool.
You probably would have got it on your own. Or been very close. But yes, the assist did help. And you had the right setup to actually figure it out. So, figuring out the spatial relations. I'm assuming you don't have actual knowledge physics on your character sheet, correct?
No.
All right. I'm assuming you don't have, like... Do me a favor. Just roll your I am a weird scientist bullshit. I know everything. Skill for me. Yes. Natural.
Well, thank you for slowly rolling over to that nat 20.
Yep. And this will be a different day, so you can add your silly things.
Oh, yay! So, plus 11 plus whatever my actual modifiers are. Why do you struggle to alt-tab? So, 50.
So how many
shall
whiteboards do you
I,
want for this? Yes, go ahead. You can go ahead.
Shall I knowledge geography assist?
Sure.
What? Wedged into the corner of the map.
Yeah, it's a natural 20.
I mean, I would understand if you want me to reroll that just because it did weird like that.
That's up to you.
Even if it didn't wedge, that would still be a 20.
That's a 35 to assist. Sorry, 25. 25 to assist.
So Dr. Volt, is Dr. Volt the kind of guy that will fill up many whiteboards and or chalkboards with complicated math? Or is he the kind to sit in the corner and mumble for a while and then suddenly come up with an answer?
Or he is the kind to pace and mumble, come up.
So when he finally writes down the answer, nobody knows how he got there. He keeps on looking
your
up
work,
at
my
you,
brother
Varien.
in Christ. I have no idea how I got here.
He just randomly writes down 7 on a whiteboard, and we're just like, what? We don't even
No, I
know
got
what
this
that
up.
question was. He just wrote that there.
I got this headcanon.
42.
I got this
42.
headcanon.
Go ahead.
I got this headcanon that Dr. Volt's walking up and down the aisles of his lab company that he works at, occasionally stopping, turning back to Fret and going, where is this or where in relation is this to this? And then starting to mumble and walk again. He does that like 30 times throughout an entire day, then just walks into his office, writes down some complicated formula and goes, there's your distance. I don't know what happened. Hi.
There is, like, unironically, there is a kind of person who will just seal themselves in a room and just, like, disappear from the world stage. Emerge 5 years later and be like, here you go, here's this equation that has revolutionized your entire field, and then just close the door and go back to their room. This is a thing that has happened in science several times.
Mm-hmm. The power of introverts.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I was very tempted to actually write out a math equation that explained the distances in Twilight here, but the only person that would have appreciated is Tal, so I did not. You are welcome because I don't have to explain this math. But it would have been involving the speed of light in a vacuum.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, like I can appreciate the concept of what you've got going on there. That's cool.
Well, I would have based it off the
that-
formulations of the speed of light in a vacuum, but you actually going about 99.98% the speed of light in a vacuum.
That really depends if they're the kind with the bag or the kind with the, like, clear plastic cylinder.
Clear plastic cylinder, obviously more sciencey.
I just actually want something where, like, that's actually an important part of the
clearly.
equation, like the speed of light inside of a vacuum cleaner.
Clearly, it's a Dyson vacuum.
Obviously.
Of course, yeah, it's got to be a Dyson vacuum. Now my brain is just thinking about a Dyson sphere vacuum.
Well,
That's where my
obviously,
brain immediately went to.
obviously it has to be the
Yes.
clear tube because only a Dyson can trap light.
No, stop, please. I'm already buried deep in Factorio. I don't need to add another factory game.
Too bad.
Legitimately,
Before I'm
I do
gonna
believe
be-
there's, like, a game that's called, like, Dyson Sphere Programmer.
Yes, there is,
Yeah, it's
and that's
by
what
the
I'm
same people, I
referring to.
think.
No,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
not. It's
Yes. The Dyson
Oh, it is?
vacuum.
Okay.
I
The
I'm-
ultimate Roomba.
I am both terrified and considering basically just doing, okay, I start with Factorio today, then go to Dyson Sphere, then finish with Factorio. Next day,
Oh,
start with Dyson, go to Factorio, end with Dyson. And that's what I do for the
you
rest of
poor
the year.
soul. You poor soul.
So this is your
in
own fault. I
response-
don't feel bad.
In response, I put Stellaris on the stack.
So, I shouldn't tangent us too hard, but isn't a Dyson sphere vacuum basically just a sphere of annihilation?
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. A Dyson sphere vacuum would be a vacuum powered by the entire power of a star. Yes?
It's a black hole.
Yeah, it's a black
Exactly.
hole. A black
Exactly.
hole is a yeah.
Sphere of annihilation.
Well, yeah,
Man.
that's going in my Roomba deck then.
All right, vacuums are going to be really weird in 9 gates. Got it.
Oh gosh, are they like miniature black holes?
I mean, one company's got to make them. Warning:
Black
never
hole
open the Roomba.
sprites. Instead of
do
soot
anni-
sprites, we have black hole sprites.
Please do not annihilate my RV.
If you get the RV.
Yeah, there's 3 people that want the vehicle, and I don't know if Taya's going to be in that list yet. So we'll
Wait,
roll that when it becomes prevalent.
Is mine in consideration?
He has expressed interest. Viv has.
Okay, never mind. Yeah,
and,
don't take mine seriously.
Okay, so 3 people at least, maybe 4. The 6. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, a flying Hindu temple is probably.
Oh,
not-
you weren't going to get that. I was going to do something really stupid if you were. You were going to fucking hate me. But all right. So we got them done. He's pretty straightforward. I don't have to do anything fancy there. But we got one member actually looking
Sorry?
into that pay. Good.
Vari, I've got to post something into the game chat for you.
Uh-oh.
He actually sent me that image.
Yes. It's actually exactly. It's Vimana or whatever you pronounce that.
Yeah,
as.
Chronomaly Vamana. When you said Flying Hindu Temple, I was like, isn't that a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yes, that's what he sent me.
That's just the flying city of Laputa.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom before this conversation continues. Continue.
It's even got the windmill propellers on the side.
Yeah, here, Taya, DMing you. This is what I sent to Era. When we were talking about, vehicle requests. That's an actual, like, Hindu Vimana.
Yeah, I figured was like actually a thing from, because like all of the Chronomaly cards are things that have like shown up in their various works of like that's what they are. They're out of place artifacts as an archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like
Mhm.
Crystal Skull, Ancient Astronaut, those kind of things.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I figured that rather Hindu named floating city, that's probably a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I swear I've seen like some depictions of like Shangri-La as a floating city.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah. Where were we?
Let's see. we've completed Paint, Fret, Lost, and Volt for now. I think it's just whatever
No.
Shoal needs to do.
There's still stuff that
What-
Paint needs to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
we've
and-
completed Paint's educational arc for now. There's more education to do, of course, but
Yeah.
Well, no, not
Fret
that, but he still needs to figure out how Savasri, or however you say it, how they relax.
oh,
Seven
how
AC.
how the 7OC relax. Oh,
Yeah, he still needs to figure that out, and then of course he's got to be going home with his report card for last.
Oh.
So it can be taped on the refrigerator.
Exactly.
It will be. Yes.
Yes, bridges we will cross in a moment, Zoom.
But yeah.
Because I do have bridges there.
I'm just reminding
aside-
people.
Fret, aside from assisting, which is evidently going to take a lot of the time, but
Yep.
any free time, Fret was just going to do the go about his daily business and get back to navigating and tea shopping and stuff.
Yep, I want to move over though to what Shoal wants to do,
Yes.
because I have an important question of how he intends to find out more about this Fae.
Well, frankly, I have not much of a clue. But I figure Shoal could probably start with asking people a bit more knowledgeable than him when it comes to like planar and arcane manners, and then perchance trying to use the world mirror to find the thing.
Good thoughts. Good thoughts. I will also remind the players that they can just go to the market now. Too.
Excellent. We could go. Okay. So once if using the world mirror to locate the Fae works, he's then going to take that description of the Fae with him to the market and see if he can find more information on this particular type of Fae.
Now, as far as locating the Fae, let's start off with diplomacy to further gather information, please, to see whether or
Oh,
not more
God,
knowledgeable
diplomacy.
people can. Yep.
That's not great, unfortunately. Diplomacy is not even approaching Soul's strong.
Could he potentially recruit Paint's assistance on this, being a Fae himself? If
You're
he
very
wants.
booked.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, that's not a success.
That's perfectly fine. But
That's
you
a
haven't
7.
Yeah, no. But you are going to the world mirror.
Yeah.
All right. So, when you go to the world mirror, you get an interesting situation. It seems to struggle for a few moments and then seems to snap on an individual pacing around a room that doesn't look anything like a Fae. And then the room changes and there's a different person pacing around the room, and then a different person, and then a different person. It's like you're watching a bunch of people almost. It's like switching channels and seeing a similar scene with an actor repeating the same things, but it's a different actor each time. And you're seeing a lot of different species throughout this as you're watching them.
So out of character, I know why this is.
Yes.
In character, Shoal's got a suspicion.
Now, do me a favor and roll percentile.
Oh boy.
And watch him roll above a 95%.
Oh lord.
God.
I'm assuming what they're. I don't actually know, but I'm assuming what he's seeing the phase domain where it's trapped people or something.
Not quite how it works, but hopefully.
Information to come. Oh,
Nice.
69.
69.
All right. Yeah,
Hopefully that's still good.
it is, but the thing that you were rolling to see, I'm just going to toss it. Well, no, I don't want to reveal that at all. So yeah, that's what you get.
So, am I aware that this is the Fae I'm looking for?
That's what the world mirror does. It spies on peoples and locations, and you specified the Fae.
Okay. And I know it's Stolfret's,
Yes.
and I know it's and that's how he, like, quote unquote died / poofed away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a voice stealing Fae. It is changing forms, which likely has something to do with taking voices. So yeah, okay. So I'm corkboarding this in character, so Shoal can get to the destination I want him to get to.
I just have
Okay.
one very important question about this Fae.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have any musical numbers about less than Fortunate Soul?
I mean,
Well, it does have friends on the other side.
mhm.
I don't
Why
know if
are-
we would be considered friends.
Why are villain songs always the best Disney songs?
Because when you get older, you realize that a lot of their turmoils are relatable.
Oh, very related. For movie night last night, we watched Hocus Pocus 2. Which I'm so sad that they didn't have an original number of them. Like the
That's
the
my
original
biggest
Hocus Pocus.
complaint.
Yeah.
So sad. But yeah, you've got this weird information, and I think you were going to the market afterwards, right?
Yes, I'm going to go to the market and I'm going to find preferably information on this particular kind of Fae.
All right, so the Green Flame is not going to join you back yet. There's a
That is
couple of
fine.
mid scenes that we're going to get with him, so we're going to do those later. In the meantime, you go to the market, and the store that you end up in front of is something that you have seen him for, called a Jar of Vox.
Mm-hmm.
On it, it still has the same sign that basically says, no, we're not going to buy voices from the Fae. We don't care what the Fae courts say. We follow outside law, yada, yada, yada.
Uh-huh.
That is the store you end up in front of when you're thinking about these things.
Cool, I'm going inside.
The individual inside is a fairly brightly colored, bright green, white pink, frilled lizard-like gentleman who is walking back and forth. You see the shelves are filled with different jars with labels on them. They, of course, have the same sign up that says buy, sell, and trade voices. If you're not happy with your voice, we can help you. And a little machine that looks like or with a statement that says try out a voice, put a jar here, scream into here. And they're literally just mason jars.
Amazing. Shoal's gonna walk up to the clerk.
And he's going to be like, any type of voice you're interested in today? You look like the type that would love to be able to shut somebody's ears out.
I can already do something similar, but I actually had mostly just questions.
Yeah, sure.
So I have a friend, and his voice got stolen by a fae, and I'm mostly looking for information on the type of fae and how to make them miserable and or dead. I will take what I can get on that.
I might need a little bit more information on that specifically. Now, there's quite a few Fae that, of course, deal in voices. Oh, come on. Silly Twitch not letting me copy and paste. Copy. Paste. Come on. Do it right. There we go. All right. He goes, all right, so here's what we need to know. When your friend died, well, when your friend's voice was stolen, first, did he die?
Essentially, yes. We're kind of like unexistent.
Did the Fae get defeated?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Is the Fae showing signs of having other souls? Like, does it have a collection?
So when I was able to spy on it, it was flickering between many different forms of people.
Do you know where your friend's body is?
Olaron. Last we knew.
Is that where you're, or he's? Is that a world?
Yes.
All right. Do you know whether or not this Fae can command your friend or not?
Would I?
Like,
Would I?
Like, did he keep the soul? Is the question. Did this Fae keep the soul specifically afterwards?
No. I kind of stole it, which is why he's my friend.
Oh, so okay? So it did keep the soul, but you stole it.
Yeah, it's kind of upset about that.
Is it obsessively hunting it down?
Probably, but it can't get to us where we're at by itself. And I'm particularly looking to deal with this before it, works around that limit.
Last question. Does it create its own little bubble of reality?
I think so, because the scene it was pacing in wasn't always exactly the same.
Because there is a couple of Fae, and there's one particular very concerning type that I'm hoping this isn't is.
It is. I'm not even here. But it is.
Probably that one, knowing my luck, but...
Well, if it's the concerning one, what it does is it doesn't just steal your voice. It steals your identity. It keeps the soul, it steals your voice, and can command your soul to do things, usually leaving the body behind or sometimes taking along as a trophy, usually in some form of stasis. Once it has your voice, it uses your voice and your physical appearance to lure others that you may have known into a situation where it can force you to speak to it, and it attempts to steal your voice from there. If it is this kind, don't speak around it, because it will try to steal your voice and become you, and if it has your voice, it has some level of control over you. You basically aren't you anymore. You're... What's the nice way of putting this?
Fucked?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's probably that one.
Oh, I hope like hell not. Because... Well, The good news is that there's a chance that your voice can come back. He might shock back to life if that happens.
No, he's dead. Our whole group is dead.
Oh, okay. I can't promise
So-
you can get the voice back, though. You're not actually planning on fighting this thing, are you?
Absolutely.
By a wand of silence, it will try to force you to talk.
Okay.
And if you speak even a few words to it, or it can be misconstrued as it because fuck the Fey courts. And I say this as a Fey, by the way. Fuck the Fey courts. No. You will lose your voice. It assumes your identity, and you're its bitch.
Legitimately, when dealing with the Fae and their laws, it is that moment in Futurama. That is technically correct. The best kind of correct.
But yeah, Wand of Silence. Anything to bolster your will save. If your friend is going to be anywhere near it, anything to bolster the heck out of his will save or his ability to resist, because it will command it, and it is a free action for it. It can just do it, and he will be compelled to act. And good luck, because they have a lot of identities and will definitely try to play on your emotions, make things hard. Yeah. Any way it can get into your mind, illusions, changing the scenery. They get very, very irritated when you take their things too. So,
Well, you know what they say: finders keepers.
good luck.
Oh, we're gonna need it. You're the second Fae I've ever met that I did not want to immediately. Thank you.
Technically half a. Learn these powers from somebody. The man, mom is such a. Never mind. Okay. I can give you. I guess I got some cheap voices I could possibly give you as kind of a throwaway. They technically don't belong to anyone, which is the best kind of correct in the Fey courts. So if you need a one-off throwaway sacrifice, you might be able to use one of the voices on that wall over there. It's only gonna work once, because once it realizes the trick, just in case.
It won't work again, but even once is more than enough, I think.
Once is the best you get.
And it'll make it even more mad, which I'm all here for.
Yeah, the cheap ones over there are like 5 years in cost.
Okay, Shoal's gonna buy one for each party member.
Any
Just
particular
in
voice?
case.
Any particular voice you want to give them temporarily?
So, Last Lost is getting the most.
I was about to suggest out of character. For those of us that already have voices for the next campaign, you could totally have us do that.
Yes, that's what I was considering. I was very much considering Helium Fret.
Helium Osmond.
Yeah. We'll get a helium voice for Fret. I like Kai's Southern Belle voice, so Lass gets to be a Southern Belle.
Lol.
What do we get for Doctor? What's a funny voice to give to a German scientist?
Is the German scientist voice not already a funny voice?
Actually, hey, hear me out. Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Whatever the voices that Tyago did for the frog guy in Everhood, the kind of Louisiana kind of.
Well, ain't that just kicking pants?
Louisiana Southern. All right. So, sure. You know what?
Er-
Aw, pos. This is
Low epic.
Oh, what do we give the dog? The dog is getting a Japanese voice. Wait, coin flip for if it's male or female. Hold on. It's a female voice.
So Paint is gonna have to speak during that fight, if they speak, like a female anime protagonist. Got it.
Yes.
He
The
got
Kwai
that sim.
voice.
Yeah, you're not getting anything like that out of me.
Well, note it down anyway, so you can at least be like, "This is how it's supposed to sound," but I can't do that voice, so.
これは声ですか?
Yeah, I got no idea how to do that. So, yeah.
You got
just
2 weeks to figure
accentuate
it out.
just accentuate everything in a slightly feminine voice. Aww, kawaii.
The Speed Racer voice. Oh my god.
Yes.
It's okay if you can't sim.
All right,
I've
what are you
created
doing
a
for
monster.
yourself? I need to know what you're doing for yourself.
Only I personally was good at voices, but we're gonna make Shoal Italian.
All right. Yep. They're 5 years apiece. These are discounted, so they're going to be humorously overdone. Because nobody wants these.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that checks out.
You say that like it's going to stop me. All right, 5 weeks apiece means I'm down to this much.
5 years.
5 years, sorry.
Yep. A voice
all
is an identity.
all right, I'm gonna do the math later, so I'm just gonna do minus 25 years, and I'll actually math this out properly later.
I have noted down in the notes who gets what voice.
Thank you. Then I'm going to turn and look at Mr. Helpful Faye, and I'm going to hand him 5 years for himself.
Oh, that's appreciated. Oh, by the way,
Yes.
if you do happen to defeat it, it usually respawns or what have you. But if you like actually manage to kill it, like permanently erase it, a coin's going to drop. Bring that here, please.
You said they usually respawn?
Well, it depends. They attach themselves to different realities. They're one of those Fae that's interplanar. You have to kill it in its own domain, not on a world, if that makes sense. Like,
Yes.
so, and that's really, really dangerous because you're basically going to a situation where it has absolute control of the world around you, where when you walk in from a world it's attached to, it's got to play by some of the rules as much as Fae play by any rules other than their own. But going into a situation like that, it means it controls the world around you because you're in its little domain, and it's the only place you can really kill it. But if you actually kill it, a coin's gonna drop. Yeah, bring that to me. And also don't don't let any other Fae touch it. Like, do
Nope.
not.
Don't let any other. Oh, touch the coin.
Yes. Very specifically, do not let other Fae touch the coin because let's just say inherited properties of those, and yeah,
Okay, so
they like to
Paint's
call
going
them
to touch
tokens.
it.
Oh lord.
And then that's how paint dies.
No, that's how paint becomes one of these things.
And then dies.
Lol.
Or upon your webs.
Yeah, just bring that here.
Look,
Yeah.
Paint's not gonna touch it. Otherwise, Paint doesn't get to keep the stick.
No, not the blasty stick.
Shoal has leverage.
But
Just make
Yeah,
sure you
you have a nice
explain that Paint is not supposed to touch it.
He will.
that's the information you get. If you want to do anything else in the market, you're free to. I'm
You
going.
darn right I'm going to.
Oh boy. We'll get back to you here in a moment. We're at nearly to the 2-hour mark, so let's stand, let's stretch. I'm going to grab food. I'm going to see what's going on in the hallway.
Le gasp. I get to use the intermission screen!
Yeah.
Hooray!
All right. So I'm pretty sure for cheap little buff thingies, we're looking at potions and scrolls. Mostly potions. 'Cause we don't want to talk. Find me.
So, funny thing
Yeah.
is Fret doesn't have to talk to cast spells.
Correct.
Scrim. Stretchy stretch.
Owl's wisdom. Here it is.
Night, Beerus. Hooray, I'm of the others.
Oh. But yeah, Taya, the next setting thing, yeah, I'm kind of super excited about it because yeah, it's kind of almost gonna be akin to a D20 modern type thing.
Oh, interesting.
Well, it's quote unquote current times if myth became real again.
Yeah.
Gonna be a problem. Gonna be a problem.
Yeah. And so far, the party consists of Precious Carbuncle Bean, a Cerberus, a Fire Elemental, a Forest Fire Incarnate, and a Noodle.
Yeah, they're random main characters. Very literally.
Yeah, we were kind of excited.
Yep. All right, let's see how much a week is worth in money today.
It's
A
what,
week is worth a gold piece. Okay. Just that way, yes, I get it, phone. I'll take my meds way later. All right. Just that way, Shoal knows specifically.
Yes.
So it's 1,300 per voice,
Okay.
right? Yeah. Or wait, hold on. No, sorry, that's for. No, I did the math wrong. Hold on.
Yes, you did.
52 5. It's 5 years, right?
Yep.
Like 200 something.
260 per voice.
Yep.
Okay.
Voices are not cheap, but it does give each and every player a one-time situation where if you speak directly to it, you have a sacrificial voice.
Okay. So pull this up. My calculator
Which is
wants to
probably
do-
good because it's going to really try and fuck with you. While that's going on, hey, Paint. I need you to roll
Gee.
diplomacy to see how Savanti relax.
Okay.
Gather information.
Varien, it was how much real quick? 200 and what?
Oh, 260 per.
Okay, thank
This die really likes 7.
Yeah?
Jail.
All right.
I need a new one. I am done with that die.
All right, give me a second.
That's
Plastic
like the
or metal?
Huh?
Plastic or metal?
Let's go with plastic this time.
What?
You may change its color. Well, that's not what I grabbed. Roll 20. This. There you go.
Oh, are you getting another new die?
Yep.
Yes,
There you
they
go.
keep me. I think I'm
Keep rolling
probably the
7.
bad one, but this one's bad too.
What was it? What was the total on the 7?
Total on the 7 would be 16.
Okay. So, the conundrum. You're asking a bunch of warrior Savanti how they relax. A majority of them clerics or paladin or clergy of some form and very devout. You're getting answers when you do. Between praying, fighting for good, you know, clergy stuff. One likes to attend sermons. One likes reading the holy book. One of them just says it depends on the individual. Why don't you just ask the one that you want to relax?
Paint's just gonna walk away from that one, but the answer, if he decided to talk to them, would be because he doesn't know how to relax either.
You're starting to see a problem with the devout of these people. They don't know how to relax.
It's not even that Lost is all that religious either.
Well, it's funny because he's asking the wrong people.
They're the only people he's got to ask.
Yeah, that's true, which makes it funnier.
He could go to the market and talk to the bike shop guy.
It could.
You know what? Yes.
And his kid. I can guess that one of the things the kid enjoys is listening to music.
Paint's going to the market.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm also shoveling food in my mouth because I got dizzy.
Oh yeah, that's
Ooh.
gosh
So,
darn it.
you know, need to put food in my body. But you go to the market and you're going to go to that particular shop again. And no, the kid listens to music because he hates people. He's that kind of teenager.
Oh, our spirit animal.
So he listens to music so he doesn't have to interact with people, and he hopes they go away.
Yeah, the spirit animal of every retail worker ever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next step, I turn the volume up enough that they can tell I am actively trying to not listen.
Yep. But you go to the shop. The teenager is currently sitting in the back with his feet up. You see last boyfriend currently literally looking at a wall of circuit boards, trying to do something. You're not entirely sure what yet. You probably will never understand what, because those look so wrong. They're like pieces. He's performing some sort of computer surgery here. It takes him a few moments before he looks over and he goes, "Oh, hey, it's you."
Paint will nod. And he goes up, squinting at him.
Can I help you?
Paint sends a long image of this guy with a sense of relaxation and question mark.
Me?
He nods.
He motions at the wall of circuit boards. Something like this. I don't know what I'm making right now. But I'm making something and it's going to do a thing, maybe, or explode. And then you hear the teenager who apparently was actually listening for once go, "It's just going to start another fire, Dad." He goes, "Oh, whatever." And riding. I love taking my my vehicle out. Have you ever... No, you wouldn't have. Off-roading? In a vehicle that rolls?
He just
Great time.
he just blinks in confusion. Then he sends along. Well, he's fairly certain that Last would get hurt if he tries to roll canvas. So he's going to send a... He's going to send along an image of Last on canvas and canvas rolling and Last dismembered and sad face.
He goes, "Oh no, you wouldn't do that on a motorcycle. What you do on a motorcycle is you hop on and you just drive as fast as you possibly can go for hours. That's the joy of a motorcycle. You feel all the wind and everything. In a vehicle like mine, you need to add some excitement, but nah, not with a motorcycle. Just somewhere with lots of space, top speed, straight away. Everything's great."
Paint
Why?
looks contemplative. He sends along an image of Last and just... Last is vibrating. And to convey stress, he is basically sending problem after problem after problem in rapid order. Of all different kinds.
I'll just make him take a motorcycle ride. Or bring him back here. He pulls out some sort of weird device. It's not quite a smartphone, but it's some sort of device. Then he pulls up a video of him and Last behind the wheel of his Jeep. With Last probably having a good time making this Jeep do things that Jeeps weren't supposed to do.
Having a good time.
Yes,
Having a good time.
it has a roll cage. Yes, he likes it when you launch this thing. No, the suspension didn't survive, and that's the best part because he gets to replace the suspension. Says, "See that? There you go. You just got to give him a chance to let loose and not be responsible. He's like me in that way." And unfortunately, my kid, who never does anything responsible, and the kid goes, "I'm listening right now, Dad. You took away my music." He goes, "Right, fuck."
Paint is going to go over to the side, pull out some paper, and start writing up a contract.
He goes back
one
to his
moment.
wall. Mhm.
One moment. Hello, Friday. How are you? How was your stream? What was your stream? More team fight tactics or something else? Oh, Silent Hill F. Hope you had fun. Thank you for bringing your wonderful friends here. Hi, everyone. I'm Oneko Taigo, half demon, half cat, all friend. And we're doing D&D with our friends here. And I'll be quiet and let them get back to their thing.
So, yeah, he goes back to his wall of circuit boards that he's wiring together for some reason. Out of character, what the heck kind of contract are you writing now?
He is essentially writing up a contract for this guy to, which I can never remember his name, to help Last relax. Paint is going to be giving him a allowance of 50 years to take Last around.
Chat.
What was that? Oh, right.
Want to check
Thank
chat.
you.
Yep. To take last round and show him a good time, correct?
Yes.
So you hand up the contract and he looks at it and he goes, yeah, I still can't read this. So, what's this all about?
Paint will sigh and take the contract and leave the shop and think about someone that can translate.
Roll an intelligence check for me really quickly. I need to know if Paint remembers something.
The ring of languages, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The ring of tongues. Well, he got a nat
Yes, the
20,
ring of
so
tongues.
I think he does.
All right.
So making the die super big did work.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're trying to think about, man, how could I get this translated? How could I give this guy the ability to read any language so that way he can understand what I'm... The ring. Just let him put on the ring for a moment.
He's gonna go back in, hand over the ring, and put the contract down in front of him.
He stares at you holding the ring and goes, okay, what's this?
He sends an image of the guy wearing the ring.
This isn't a gift, right?
He shakes his head.
I don't have to do anything after I put on the ring, right?
He sends image of the guy reading the contract.
I'm going to attack to Lost if this changes anything, and he'll put it on because he knows you're a Fae and he's concerned. Then he looks at the contract and goes, oh. Hold on, I need to check something really quickly. He goes back to the boards and starts looking over them and goes, oh yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah, that would have been a fire. Okay. And then he unwires something, takes a circuit board off the wall, tosses it aside, and then turns back to you, takes off the ring and hands it back to you and goes, give me 1 second. I'm just going to go write something. And he'll go in the back. And about 5 minutes later, he comes out and he'll hand you a sealed envelope and he goes, give that to Last.
He squints, but then gestures at the contract.
I got my own money. You don't need any of that. Just bring this to him. Trust me. He'll relax.
He will sigh. And then kind of hold his paw out for the ring back.
He will give you the ring.
He will take the ring, take the contract. Someday somebody will take his contract. And
Hey,
then
your
go back.
boyfriend's feeling really stressed out. Do you want to, or I need you to take him on a date. Please sign this contract to take him on a date. Excuse me, what? But then you're going back. Understood. So we're going to swing back to Key. Hey, Key.
Yeah.
So, things are actually kind of quiet for once. You filled out that paperwork. You're just waiting for some responses. You're doing your normal job. And then one day while Paint's at college or doing whatever he's doing, you get a knock at your door.
A knock.
Yep. Somebody's knocking at your door?
Well, first he's going to finish brushing easel and then set them down to go do whatever it is they're going to do, being the little otter menace they are.
Destroy something.
It's fine. I feel like at this point the otters have realized they can destroy things without, consequence for the most part.
Yep, that's the problem.
Yeah, he's learned to just ignore when they destroy things. It helps stuff come back faster. And he will answer the door.
It's the green flame. He goes, hey.
Oh.
You got a guest room in this house. I want to experience sleep again, and I can do that through one of these avatars.
I do. Most of them are occupied by animals.
I was gonna say not
shit.
anymore.
Do you got a couch?
I do. He gestures
Fantastic.
to the couch.
He starts to walk and he goes, oh, good. I'm going to go and talk to that god of yours. This place, been looking at this place. Need to decide to do about your god. Sets his surfboard in your hallway, goes and kicks up on the couch. Well-designed place. Your god didn't grade it.
No, he didn't.
Pathetic. Trying to
That's
decide
how-
if I want to kill him and take it over, because I think I can make this place way better.
This place was originally a prison, and he has made it a haven for us. I would appreciate it if you did not.
But I could make it better.
With all due respect, sir, I disagree. I don't think that you coming in and changing things will make it better.
But he's weak.
Last shrugs, and
You're right. It'll be a waste of my time. All right, I'm going to do that sleeping thing. I'm going to go bother him because I've been fucking with him for like the last 3 days, and the surfing here sucks.
unfortunate. But given there is no moon, there is no tide.
Oh, do you need a moon? I could fix that.
That is something to discuss with Erabain, not myself. I am not a representative, nor do I claim to have any say over how this realm is formed.
He sits up and looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "You're smart." I could put you in charge.
Lost does the equivalent of smile, given he doesn't have his mask on or anything. I'd rather not. It's hard enough for me to be in charge of 4 other souls, let alone a realm.
Extra smart. I like you.
I appreciate it. This also concerns me.
It shouldn't yet.
Yet. Did you want me to make a meal for you while you stay?
Nah, there's all sorts of restaurants around here. So disorderly and chaotic, though.
Well, that's one of the good things about this place. Erabain allows the people to decide for themselves. As much of a mess as it is, it also forces people to learn and to be better.
Are you sure? Because he could actually like create set distances and stuff if he actually figured out how to work this place. It's like a magical artifact. If you don't know, it just does its own thing. He probably doesn't even know how to spawn food without eating it first. Dumbass.
He doesn't. I'm sure he wishes he knew. Especially since I'm pretty sure Paint had him eat pet food recently.
Yep. Idiot. Leave it there, dragon. Whatever. I'm going to sleep. You sure you don't want me to kill him? I could totally make this place nice and clean, make everything stable. I could give you guys time again if you want that. Little pockets. It's all programmed in there. You just got to figure out how to actually activate it. Whoever built this place was definitely a far traveler. Visited many realities, knew what they were doing.
I think it would be best if we and Erabain learned for ourselves.
No fun. It doesn't matter. He wouldn't be able to kill me anyways. It would be a really pathetic fight.
If you'll pardon me, I'm going to go find him and ask him to not fight you.
Oh, you might want to do that. I've been fucking with him for like the last few days. He seems really pissed off.
Understandable.
It's kind of funny, actually.
Do not mind the otters, by the way. And then he's going to leave. Right. Time to see if I can track down Erabain and keep him from attempting to murder an entity that he cannot.
Maybe.
Should I roll to track down Erabain?
You know where to find him. His soul's always in one place.
Yeah, but just in case it's easier to spot the physical manifestation going everywhere.
No, he's not doing the big bad dragon thing right now.
Oh, okay.
He's hunting.
The Lost will just go to the bridge.
Yeah, Erabain's there. He's pacing.
Stressful evening.
He's fucking with me.
He is, on purpose, because it gets to you, and that amuses him.
He's gonna get something.
Please do not attempt to fight the green flame.
He's been fucking with the reality here.
I am aware. And that is because he believes he can make it better. If you try to fight him, he will undo you.
At this point, I'm pretty sure it's about the principle of the thing, not necessarily the action itself. I think I just really need to fling him out of this reality at high speeds.
I have no doubt that it is possible, given that that is just an avatar. But the green flame is here to talk to you, particularly in regards to the marks, and he's going to hold up a hand and have it flash, that seem to be able to help us handle the Unravelers, among other things. Did you know, apparently, you are entirely capable of setting distances between things here if you so choose? That you can summon food without having to eat it first, among many other things that he knows about that will be very useful for you?
He holds up a finger like he's too mad to speak because he doesn't want to be corrected and wrong. And of having eaten fucking fish food. He's go paint made me eat fish food. And then he goes back to being mad. Go ahead.
Can Paint be wandering over here now?
No.
Okay.
This happened after that.
I knew when he brought them all in that I would have to suffer the consequences. So if you are legitimately upset over that, I will accept whatever punishment you deem fit.
No, you shush. He does that thing where he brushes his hand over your face. I'm just going to make everything Paint eats taste like fish food for the next month.
Yeah, there's just... You know what happens with fur fluid when, like, you put a magnet close and it just, like, prickles up like a bunch of dull spikes?
Yep.
Yeah, that goes all the way down Last's body for a minute when Era does that. That's acceptable.
We'll see about not fighting him, but I am mad that I've been screwed with. I am mad that he's touched parts of this reality. I am mad that he's here without me knowing.
The whole point of us going back to the bazaar was to bring back a method to handle the unravelers. And part of the understanding was that it may require the intervention of the ruler of the bazaar. So, I understand, but I beg you, Erabain, an attempt at patience?
I have a lot of patience with people.
If this is... of all the situations for you to be impatient, this is not one of them.
Fine, I will sit here and stew. But I'm not going to like the guy.
I never said you had to. Honestly, I'm not terribly fond of him myself. I've been keeping my composure because I know exactly what he is capable of. In fact, no, that's a lie. I don't know what he's capable of, and that's all the more frightening.
Stuck-up prick.
Agreed. But that doesn't
Oh, good.
matter.
I know I'm dealing with a stuck-up prick. All right, fine. I won't. I'm just going to be here stewing a little bit longer.
That's fine. And Lost will approach, and he puts a hand on Erabain's. If you need to vent, I am available. As always.
That's absolutely adorable. But I'm going to go into one of the parts of my castle where nobody typically goes, and I'm going to destroy shit like a big badass dragon. Because guess what I fucking am?
A big badass dragon.
A very large, angry dragon.
That was playing
That was what?
fetch. A big ass dragon playing fetch.
He also threatened to install a moon.
Why do we need a moon?
Apparently for surfing. Because tides.
We have a moon.
The moon in the snowfields is an illusion. It doesn't possess any gravitational pull, I would know.
Do you want it to?
He shrugs. I'm not particularly partial to surfing, but also quickly moving water is deleterious to my health.
If people want a moon, we could just have a moon.
Oh, right, I forgot that part last stream where I checked the DC to craft a moon.
I forgot about that.
And then we checked the DC to steal a moon.
And to craft a space station. And to craft a Death Star.
Yes.
Look. You probably don't even need to make a moon. If we needed a moon, I'm sure that Dr. Volt and that entire laboratory could find a way to make a moon.
No, that's exactly what I was going to say. I'll just have them make one. Or steal one. There's plenty of dead planets.
You don't need to get the meme again, but you can totally get the meme again if you want to, Epic.
You know, I bet that World Eater that Pink befriended could be useful for that.
Yeah, probably. I got the number.
He just raises a finger and then just lowers his entire arm. He shakes his head. He doesn't want to know. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go home and...
I wanted to taste a black hole. Can you blame me? How many dragons get to say that they've tasted a black hole?
I think for Green Flame's purposes, even a temporary moon would do. He just needs something to tide him over.
That was a good one.
The moment Tygo started talking, I knew the exact joke that was coming out. Ugh, I'm too good at this, Tygo. We've been around each other too much.
All right. Need I remind you I spent an inordinate amount of time being pulled through a black hole. So, no, thank you. He pauses, squints as he sort of looks off to the side. Did it taste like pasta?
Surprisingly, like a really good spaghetti. Depending on where your tongue was.
I'm feeling slightly racially targeted.
No, because the process of being pulled through a black hole is called spaghettification.
Yes.
And Viv's Italian, so I was taking a shot.
I knew this, exactly.
I was trying to save you there. All right.
No, I knew what I was doing to Viv.
I knew what Era was doing. I'm not stupid.
I was about to say it.
Yo.
Took it to
I mean, it's funny, but I'm still feeling racially targeted.
I'm surprised that Zim hasn't piped up with the Era tank your 1 point of damage.
I don't think you have enough damage to hand out anymore.
If you just
It's
give
fine.
it up, Zim.
The door was open for me. I just walked in, okay?
I also didn't really follow the joke at all, so...
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
We'll explain it off a stream. It's stupid.
I am going to return to what I was doing. Canvas's combat trains, so now they can go incredibly quickly. Whenever, wherever, so if you ever feel the need to take a motorcycle ride, Canvas is here. Um, I am going home now.
Have fun. I will be stewing. And now,
Paint is-
considering whether or not, glad.
Paint is finally getting on board with Last choosing to go with this other guy from the market and trying to support Last there. And now here's Last flirting with Erabain again.
That's it. Okay. Clarification
Hey,
here.
you want to go for a bike ride for a long time, have a nice time together.
He is trying to
flirt-
keep his patron from doing something very stupid that may mean he doesn't have a patron anymore.
No, we
Hey,
don't have an
what's wrong
existence
with-
anymore.
What's wrong with flirting with the bros?
Flirt with your bros. That's okay.
Also-
You gave Erabain an idea because he's going to call somebody to bring in a moon.
All right. Well, Last is going home and doing everything he can to just get back to his normalcy. Even though Green Flame is on his couch, Erabain is being a grumpy pile of inky spaghetti, and his house is full of animals. So he's just going to go back and make sure he's got something cooked for whenever Pink comes home.
Lol. All right, that scene's over. Hey, Paint, do you want to bring your straight A report card home?
Yes.
Oh boy, that's going to brighten Lost Stag.
Oh.
Also, I had to add that as a quote.
Okay.
Inky
Right.
spaghetti.
Neurodysepia.
I mean, squid ink sauce and pasta is pretty good.
But yes,
Um,
go ahead there, Zim. Bring your straight A report card in.
So this is before he got the letter or after?
Up to you.
Okay, we'll go with
Porque
before
no
the
dos.
letter. You know what? Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
with both. He's gonna come bursting in. We'll just say he tried to find Last and did not find him at the house, so he went off to school, and now he's coming in with both. There, that's the explanation of timeline. In a world that time doesn't exist, and it makes everything so goddamn confusing. And I've already got a headache, but we're gonna go with this!
Do you need a hug?
I'm fine. Anyways, yeah, he's coming in. First things first, the report card. He's gonna run in and just basically bowl over Key or Last wherever he is.
Oh, so you're going to tackle Last as he's standing in the kitchen and he like nearly doubles over the counter before righting himself.
Yes.
Paint barreling into a good portion of the cushiony, like smoky gel, what have you, that is his tail. Oh, mm. Welcome home, Paint.
His tail is a blur as he is holding up the paper.
All right. Goodness, everyone is so excited recently. And he takes a look at the paper, and it's a report card. He hasn't seen a report card in ages. Oh. Is this... And he smiles. And shoot. I didn't have my art ready for this. I should have had my art ready for this.
There was art?
Yeah,
want
there is. So I'll give it to you in a sec because
The key has art?
I do.
Hold on, where's my... There it
There's
is.
it.
Gonna need
Key
that.
art is amazing.
Key art is the best art.
Oh, where is it? What the? Why is it like that? Where I had. I'm sorry, everyone. Where the heck is it? What did I put in here? No, where is it? I sent it to Era a while ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hold on. Did you search media? Has embedded, I believe, or image? Yeah, has image. How long ago?
There it is.
Can you repost it for me?
Where?
Because I have masks.
Yeah, give me one sec.
Loading. By the way, the green flame's going to sleep for like a full 24 hours, get up and just leave.
There we go. So, where is him? Cause he's a while ago.
Oh, that.
Without meaning to, suddenly this very expressive dark mask with red highlights appears over Lost's face. And it moves very fluidly as he grins at Paint. Congratulations.
Uh-oh. Paint broke the last.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Without skipping a beat, Paint is pushing over the letter.
What's this? And like when he blinks, the eyes of the mask blink too, and they widen. They're very expressive and they mold in ways that stone really shouldn't move. But he'll also take the letter. He doesn't open it at first though, because he's going to immediately take one of his little magnetic accessories and he's going to stick the report card on the fridge. He looks so proud.
Paint is very happy. He is bouncing around in excitement.
Now, before I move on to this, first off, Paint, thank you. I was
Head
very
tilt.
leery about all the animals, but they've grown on me. But thank you. Thank you for caring about me. I know that me dating Holstaff was not exactly something that you felt was good for me, and I understand that you were looking out for me, and you always have been. You were trying to keep me from repeating past mistakes. So thank you. And thank you for being my friend.
Paint is squinting now. Paint is setting a long image of last up against big monstrous entity and getting vaporized, followed by feelings of sad.
No, I have no plans on that anymore. His eyes briefly dart to a drawer where he has stuffed a certain letter that is not going to be read. I've had time to think about certain things, is all. I don't express my gratitude for you enough. You are dear to me. Let's just open this letter, shall we?
So you open the letter, and you begin to read, and you quickly realize that it is a date invite. It has a quote date, quote time, and the things you're going to be doing, including a ride, dinner, long walk, long ride, breaking his Jeep as much as possible, starting to put his Jeep back together again, and then it gets very, very saucy very quickly. And by invite, it's one of those, hey, we're doing this at this time. Be here kind of writings.
Paint is just watching last new face for any signs of what he is thinking about this, and really hoping that it's what he hopes it is and not something else. And that might mean that he needs to go and ferociously bite a certain boyfriend over and over and over.
So he reads, and he smiles, and he reads, and then the surface of the mask ripples a bit, and there's a bit of an extra glow underneath, and finally the horns flare to life as his eyes go wide, and he folds the letter and puts it up against his new snout. I need to go. Please take care of brush, palette, and easel. Green Flame is going to be here sleeping for a little while, and glances over at what he was cooking. Go ahead and get something from a nearby restaurant. And he's going to just put everything away very quickly and leave.
Lol.
Paint is watching, is following Last out to the, out the door and just standing on the front porch, just wagging and happily watching. He did a good.
Paint did it good. Lost is going to get all the way over to Canvas to like ride Canvas, and then stops, comes over, and then ruffles Paint's face.
Fear back myself.
You are the goodest boy. I'll be back soon. Ish. Maybe. Time is relative. And then leaves.
Paint's gonna go in, get all the animals, all his new friends fed and everything, do some cleaning up. He contemplates things that he could do to the green flame, but decides against them. And then goes to study.
All right. Sorry about that. My body said now. Knee cramp. Yay. It said you stand. I smashed my knee when helping Ren move in the other day.
Oh.
I don't remember what I think it was on the desk I smashed my knee or something. I don't know. I smashed my knee. It's been mad at me since. But all right. So, hey Vari, let's go ahead and roll 3 percentiles for me.
Okay. — 60 for the first one.
Got it.
Uh, 19.
Got it.
And a 63.
You make 142 scales over these 2 weeks. It turns out that having produced an accurate way of estimating the distances and times in a place with no real distances or times is a boon to people.
Yeah.
I've got another question for you, Vari.
Hmm?
One of the times you walk by Mr. Axley
Uh-huh.
and you see Arson dancing away, you notice something interesting. There's a few other people dancing with him.
Oh.
Are you going to join the dance party?
Let's see. Self-imposed will save. Yes.
Cool, that's going to take up one of your days. By the way, by the end of the 2 weeks, actually, he's going to sign to make Arson go away because he started a street dance party where he normally does his speeches, and it spirals.
So he got flash bombed.
He got a flash mob that doesn't seem to want to go away. It's going to be in the news.
Spectacular.
Are they doing the caramel dancing?
Fret does have perform dance. So,
You wanna go
shall
for
I
it?
roll to contribute?
Sure.
Okay, that is a 31 to contribute.
Understood. It just means that the flash mob grows quicker.
Cool.
It's one of those situations where somebody finally decided to dance 2 because it was funny, and then 2 people became 3, and then 5, and then you
And
join,
then
and then it becomes 20, and then 30, and then suddenly there's just a bunch of rogues dancing here because it's pissing somebody off and it's funny. Actually will not be campaigning on this street corner anymore. He's going to find a new corner. By the way, do you want to know the Do you want to know the outfit that he has chosen for when he's doing, or when him and his agents are doing Agents of Chaos stuff? Do you guys remember the Mayhem commercials?
Yes!
That is the required outfit: a suit with a single band-aid on the cheek, and eyeliner.
I appreciate this.
His rule is that whenever you cause chaos, you must stand nearby, looking proper, and not respond to anything. Just stand there. That way, people know it was us.
Okay. Well, yeah, Fred has a sleep mini garment, so he can do that.
Once he has his organization going, you may join it. In the meantime, was there anything else anybody wanted to do specifically before I move on to story beats?
How many hours of studying is Paint able to get in with all this?
You can do up to 40 hours a week, so that'd be... You'd
Okay.
basically be going to school and studying. But with everything else, I'm going to limit it to like 15 hours a week right now because you're a very busy dogo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mostly just the items I messaged you about.
Yep. Which
I know Fred has the scroll. Also has a copy of the scroll. So.
Yep, you should be able to purchase all those things without issue because they were all fairly basic, very common things. So, let me double check here. The
scroll is not lesser or basic.
Yeah, I actually got to roll that. Hold on. I got to roll that.
Well, hopefully the odds are slightly better knowing that Fred has already purchased one from the market.
Yeah, but it was like by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah.
With
the scroll is normal price. Let me look at the rod too, actually.
Those are 1,500 GP.
Yep, so you're going to get that price. And then, what's the lesser metamatic rod of silent cost normally?
1,500
3K.
GP.
I thought it was 3K.
Nope. Lesser Magic Silent Rod is 1,500 GP, and then the normal one is... Oh, I'm looking at... Sorry, yeah, it's 3K. Sorry. I was looking at the one below that for crafting cost. 3,000.
Oh, it was 3K?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. You find it for 1,500.
Ooh.
Yes. But you do find the scroll at its normal price. The Potion of Owl's Wisdom and the Potion of Haste are easy to get and are going to be same price because I'm lazy. Neat. So, after 2 weeks has passed, you don't know what happened to the Green Flame. After he left your house, none of you have heard from him for a while. And you're pretty sure he did whatever he did and he left. Maybe? Or he's still around. It is impossible to tell because he is only findable when he wants to be findable because he can actually do that. Bullshit. But you guys all receive a summons to see Captain Untime after 2 weeks. The summons all do say immediately, so you would assume that you need to go sooner rather than later. Underneath the assumption that you all are going to head there right away, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
You guys get to the office. You get waved in by the attendant before you even get up to the front desk to go directly to his office. As you walk in, he's doing that classic thing that, leaders like to do where they got their arms behind their back, they're facing away from the door as you walk in. He's looking out a window, trying to look all impressive and leaderly. That one is in the hallway waiting. He's going to stay out there. That one closes the door behind you, and Untime goes, all right, business time. And he'll turn around. I do have your pay, your reward for saving the city. I actually tried to push for more. I apologize, it was so small. But he will dish out the bags of scales, and he goes, as far as your promotion, technically you guys don't follow those rules anymore. Technically you guys are in a league of your own because you did technically agree to do this next part of the job. And we do have the first mission available. Whether I like it or not. Because I didn't think I wanted to send you guys initially to this one. But he will set the pouches of 5,000 scales for each of you in front of each of you. You may want to sit. Fred.
Fred will sit, I guess.
So we have given your friend, your cough, hi cat, thank you for scaring me again, a promotion. And you guys don't have to worry about promotions because you're in a class of your own. After interrogation, it was determined that, yes, your favorite had been involved with that whole situation.
Fred nods.
And begun attempting to lure other recallers out there. It has made contact with another recaller team. And whether I like it or not, your guys' first mission in this new role is to take it out. Because it is now officially a direct threat to Twilight.
Fred frowns.
As soon as possible.
Shoal will raise a paw, and I have already done some research upon the Fae and procured things that will be of use in dealing with it.
That's good. It's moved wherever its location is, and the in-between, between nothing and reality, very close to Twilight.
Well, good, because the only way to actually deal with it is to go into its house and fucking murder it.
Afterwards, we're going to have you go after the Unraveler, because it has also been seen in the area. After these two are taken care of, we're going to talk about the other things that aren't targeting you guys specifically, because our imprisonment of the one that was making deals seems to have turned on some sort of fire outside of Twilight. But we'll discuss that after these problems are solved, one at a time at this point. Unfortunately, we need you guys to go first, and this was a direct order by the council. As I said, I wanted to send other people because I was afraid that you weren't going to be ready, but sorry, Fred.
Fred kind of just nods resignedly.
Do you guys have any questions?
You said we have the coordinates of where it happens to be?
Yes, we will have your cough drop you off but not enter. He will wait
What?
outside for you on emergency pull only. He has already been debriefed.
I see. And the Unraveler? What of its movements?
He'll go ahead and he'll pull out a map and he'll point. It's not really a map, it's more of like a bunch of circles. He's going to point at one circle and be like, that's Twilight. And then he points at another circle that is awkwardly close. That is the Fae. As far as the Unraveler, he'll pull out a star chart and point at a relatively close star. He tried to interrupt a Koff's jump from this location.
Interrupt a jump?
Yes.
Have they ever done that before?
Have you ever heard of a Fae spider?
Yeah.
Not particularly.
There are things that can catch teleportation beings. Behavior that one of the scientists figured out is mimicked. Or maybe it has this ability now. But it tried to net a cough.
If I recall right, we were told that they take on aspects of things they have consumed. I wonder if it specifically looked for that ability.
Not sure. But these are the problems we're faced with. There are other things out there. It seems our friend, in prison now, made deals with great number of beings. Promised them individuals inside here in the city. And now they're not happy they're not getting their payment, I would assume. He fucked us. So start with the Fae, as soon as possible. I have absolute confidence that at least most of you will come back. That
Fred
was a
does
joke.
not look. Fred does not look confident.
Last will stand and nod. If I have my way, we are all coming back.
Be my preference. But unfortunately, the growing numbers in the city and growing attention were in a place that I don't think anybody wanted to be. We'll talk more. If you need anything, let me know.
We will keep you informed, Captain.
Good luck.
And Fred is kind of just leaned forward, looking down at the ground at this point.
Shoulders nudging Fred.
Fred kind of does the startled kind of jump.
Shmoosh paw on snout.
And Fred kind of just gives out a slight sigh.
I'ma kill it.
Fred kind of halfway nods with paw on face.
Squinting at him. Also frowns. Although if you don't want to come fight, you can sit this one out.
Fred shakes his head.
Are you sure?
Fred nods.
Because, like, it's probably going to be able to do commandy stuff at you.
Fred has a incredibly concerned look.
How about we relocate this whole conversation somewhere else?
Probably best. If you want one of the meeting rooms, you may take advantage. Otherwise,
That would be perfect.
Before we go, if at some point I could receive a list of the known entities that have been pissed off by Valence's capture, I would appreciate it.
do you really want it?
It will give me an idea of what is within our ability to handle.
He'll pull out a stack of papers. It's probably about 7 pages. Single spaced. An entity per line. And he'll set it on the desk.
That's a lot of people I'm going to have to eat.
I'd ask how he managed to piss off so many creatures, but I'm
He's kind of an
unsurprised.
He abused the fact that every single one of these things has a soul in here that they want, and promised them that soul in exchange for power. It's how he managed to make gates. It's how he managed to get God's blood. It's how he managed to learn how to corrupt runes. Turns out, according to him at least after some interrogation, that the runes that he was given by the Proteans, weren't even designed to do what they did. They were altered.
Of course.
According to him, the Proteans' plans were to simply sow little chaos here and there, and he got tired of getting told no in the council, so went rogue. Isn't that fantastic? So made offers.
I was right to call him a wretch.
I can always eat him, even if he'll probably give me a stomach.
Do not bother. He's not worth the indigestion.
There's not much left of him anyways. His bits have been falling off. It's a mess. But get out of my office. We'll deal with these later. He takes the list of papers back. One thing at a time here.
Of course, sir. When we're done with these threats, I'll need a copy of that list. And we'll have to see how many we can deal with and how many we need to destroy. And he'll leave the office.
That one will point you towards an office or a meeting room where you guys can sit at a nice table around it and be professionals and actually discuss things. There is a whiteboard there with whiteboard markers, papers to write on. It's an actual meeting room instead of, your bakery. And you may all discuss things.
Okay, so first up, Shoal is going to divulge in the information he has about said Fang. It's gonna, if you talk to it, it takes your voice. If it takes your voice, it's basically got your soul, and if it's got your soul, it can do all kinds of shit.
And yeah, Fret's expression just gets more and more grim.
Odds are, because of the whole it's stealing Fret's voice thing, there's a good chance it's going to be able to cast command effects on Fret for free. Which, not great.
Fret nods.
So we're gonna need things that are gonna help us to, not.
Fret will begin pulling out scrolls from his bag.
Speaking of, thanks for reminding me, Fret. Shoal is going to pull out a lesser metamagic rod of silent for himself, for Last Lost, and for Vault.
Oh,
It's only
yeah,
a lesser rod, but
Like a rod each?
yes.
uh-huh.
A rod of what?
A lesser meta magic rod of silent. Yes, a rod
Frit,
each. I got them for half off.
Oh.
But Frit pulls out a stack of 10 Rite of Centered Mind scrolls. A stack of 10 visualization of the mind scrolls. And 2 scrolls of silence.
Oh, by the way, since I can say it now, that percentiles to see whether or not he got a shot of Fret walking around in an Olarun style room.
Okay.
Oof.
But
I also meant to add a wand of silence onto that. By the way, Era.
go for it. Let me roll it.
Yeah, I forgot that wasn't on the list.
Oh, and Fret pulls out a wand and puts on the table also. A wand of Channel Vigor.
Where's my calculator?
Silence is a 2nd level, so it's second level under Bard. Okay.
Yep. What's its price?
4,500.
4,500. I rolled that. Unfortunately, looks like they're going for 6570 right now.
6570?
Yep. Because you said they're 4,500, correct?
Yes.
They're asking for 6,570 currently in the market.
I can get one.
You only need one. They have 50 charges.
Yep.
Yep.
I've got 35 weeks left. All I need to go do is sell another sword.
Danger, danger.
No, we're not doing that right now. It's okay. Shoal is also going to bring out a potion of haste, a potion of good hope, and a potion of Owl's Wisdom for everybody.
Oh.
And his, Wand of Silence.
What were these potions?
Owl's Wisdom, which is a +4 bonus to your Wisdom. Good Hope, which is a morale bonus to saves, attack rolls, and stuff. And Haste, which is haste.
Okay.
TLDR, this thing's scary.
Yes, so Shoal went and spent all of his remaining money.
Yep.
The haste, unfortunately, only lasts for 3 rounds, but
Yeah, but that's 3 rounds of haste.
That is 3 rounds of haste.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when I took the party through it, they had a hell of a time fighting it.
Oh, it's
Yeah. It was rough.
The unfortunate part is all of the major damage that the character I built did, it was immune to. So
Yeah.
bad luck of the draw on that part.
Yeah, whoopsie.
Because otherwise, my character would have
whoopsie.
eaten that thing alive.
Yeah, I remember poor Vari, your poison did not help, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it
he
has.
was a full ninja poison build.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Poison wasn't really going to do much to this one.
Yeah, neither did negative energy.
No, because guess what it did?
Negative
Heal off of
energy.
it.
Yep. It is a life-sucking being.
Yeah, I was like I said, if it didn't essentially have immunity to negative energy, oh boy. I was
Oh,
cooking
yeah.
with gas, but I was not cooking with gas.
I did not expect you to do a negative energy build. Because usually the only type of people that build negative energy builds are like me and Tal. So
You gotta admit, she turned out pretty good though.
she did. But yeah,
And she
you are free to continue your discussion and decide how you want to tackle this.
also, he's gonna pull out the mason jars for the mason jar voices for everyone, and go. Okay, before we go into the fight, we're going to use these, and they're going to give us all a different voice. So if it does manage to trick us into talking, because that's what it's going to try to do, it will take the fake voice and not your voice, because these voices are not owned by anybody.
I see. And I assume we just open the jar and it gives us a new voice temporarily.
If I remember correctly, we have to like breathe it in or something, right, Era?
Yeah, you basically got to stick your face into it and inhale it.
Yeah, you just inhale it. Do the big sippy.
Snort the voice.
Yeah, basically.
Fret will take the rights of centered mind and visualization of the mind scrolls, and just give one to everybody. So one to Last Lost, one to Paint, one to Volt, of both of
This
them.
is a what?
A
Right of centered mind?
and a visualization of the mind scroll. One of each. So
Okay, centered mind and visualization mind?
yeah, it is. They are two long duration buff spells. So it is a case of before we get there, we would cast these two. So
Yep.
once
Before
we
go inside.
once we are at threshold, we'll just sit and have a casting circle.
And then go
Triplet
for it.
maximized magic blast.
Yes. Overload reference.
Was it body of barrel?
Body
or
of
no,
refulgent barrel.
barrel.
Yeah.
And just like all the list of buffs just standing there right on the edge of aggro.
I mean, that's one of the great things about Overlord. It's like, yeah, okay, these guys definitely know what players do in MMOs.
Okay.
And you know he was casting them in descending buff duration order.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So they all last as long as they need to.
Okay, so Rite of Centered Mind is a 1 hour cast time spell. Range personal, target you, duration 24 hours or until discharge. It is resistance bonus against mind affecting effects, +1. If it's fear effect, it is increased to +2. But more importantly, you can expend it as an immediate action in order to re-roll a saving throw. So, yeah. And if you do, it gives you a +2 on that re-roll. Visualization of the mind, on the other hand, can do several things, but it's also a 1-hour cast time, 24-hour duration spell. But you get to pick either Charisma, Intelligence, or Wisdom for that one, and it gives you a +5 bonus to all ability and skill checks related to that score. Yeah, if you pick Charisma, it gives you a luck bonus. If you pick Intelligence, it gives you an Insight Flash thing that you can do, and if you pick Wisdom, it allows you to immediately re-roll a will save.
We're gonna need that. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, paint.
Paint looks over.
When we kill the Fae, it's gonna drop a coin. I need you to, under no circumstances, ever touch this coin. No touchy.
Paint will nod.
Because it'll turn you into this exact same type of Fae, and that's extremely bad.
Paint will nod again.
You promise?
Again, another nod.
Excellent. I will waive the next friendship fee.
That's what I'm going to start calling the charge that I'm charging to have Tal in the next game. The friendship fee.
You're welcome.
That's funny.
Paint, so unloved he has to pay for friendship.
Oh,
To be fair, he has to pay for Shoal's friendship. Everyone else is already his friend.
yeah.
This is true.
Shoal
It's just
Shoal
Shoal.
has to be bribed because he's racist towards Fae. And by that I mean, obvious reason. Points at Fred.
Fred
So,
looks around.
Fred, do you remember anything about this creature's domain? Anything that could help us navigate it faster, get to it quicker?
Fred nods. But then kind of shrugs. And will telepathy. I don't know. Like, it was, I guess, what you would call liminal space. It was a mashup of different places that shouldn't really exist.
That's only gonna
Things
be
that-
worse.
Things that didn't really fit together. Interspersed with gaps. There was a window that I broke that just opened up into a howling abyss. There was endless hallways. There was doors that led nowhere or to back to where we were. It was not a great time.
Sounds familiar, but even more eerie than that dungeon Valence made.
Fret nods.
Yeah, apparently, Fred, that was it being somewhat bound by the rules of Olaram. it's going to have even more total control over the environment.
Fret has a rising look of panic.
This is going to suck. But I'm going to kill it.
And Fret will pull out a much fancier scroll just to show people. He just lays it on the table. Scroll of form of the alien dragon.
Shoal puts his own next to it.
Fret blinks. Oh.
These sure are words that you all are saying, yes.
So this scroll
Okay.
is a scroll. Okay, you know of this. Then you've probably at least heard the spell "Form of the Dragon."
No, but I mean, I can understand the concept of, or assume the
Wizard,
concept.
sorcerer, a couple of others that lets you turn into a dragon. The higher tier of it, the better, the bigger and better dragon.
It's
3 is the
polymorph,
highest
but
it goes.
particularly to dragon forms is what it is. It's a big polymorph.
And it gives you a breath weapon attack.
But
Alien
more
Dragon
important-
set is Pathfinder specific, and it's dragons that deal with the void, space, that sort of thing, time. It's very more esoteric types of dragons. The big one is for us is void.
Or nightmare.
I was also considering nightmare. Yes.
They're very fancy types of dragons that do really fucked up shit.
Uh-huh. And the big important thing is the form of the alien dragon spell grants you an immunity that the dragon itself would normally have. Which nightmare dragons are immune to mind affecting.
Okay, so Pate's gonna be in the back, doing his best to keep everybody alive and staying out of the way of everything, and we'll carry on. Have fun.
And you have, you have your untyped. It's going to hurt them. Fucking elemental blast. Okay.
Paint, you actually are one of the very few people in the party that can actually hurt it without its DR kicking in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're just gonna hit it. It's gonna go, ow, what? And then you're gonna hit it again, and it's gonna just continue to get hurt. And then the rest of us are gonna keep it mad at us, so you can keep doing that.
Paint brought his boomstick.
Shoal bought him the boomstick.
Yeah, but Paint's bringing it.
Well, nobody else can use it.
I think other casters can, but yeah.
Yeah, but they can't use the Vroblast. Only Kinesis
Yeah.
can use that.
But yeah, form of the alien dragon 3 is a fun spell.
You guys are going
And,
into this combat stacked because you have to.
Yeah.
So were
otherwise
the
it's gonna
5,000
suck.
scales enough to level up to 9?
I
No,
don't
like,
know.
well, not for me at least. It was I need 11,000 more scales personally.
+5 puts me here.
I've kind of lost track because I know that like one of our levels was free and did not count towards the scale, or at least I think that was one, and then I think
Correct.
there was a second. I got a little confused on everything, so yeah, I got no idea.
No, it's okay. I don't think we have enough, though. I don't
Okay.
think that was enough for us to level.
In that case, I'll probably spend this on maxing out my HP and stuff.
Ooh, that's a good call.
Because, like, I got a lot of HP, but what's wrong with some more, right?
Yeah. Well, I
What
mean,
level are we? 8? I'm
or you could pick up some bonus saves. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to get. Let's see.
Yeah,
Well,
if it
my-
wasn't apparent, will save is going to be heavily used this next combat.
Will my spell resistance finally actually have a use?
Yes.
Oh, yay!
Go Paint. Go. Paint's gonna be probably more useful than like half of the party in this.
It's
Yeah,
another Fey.
because-
This is going to be a Fey battle.
Hey, fine.
But you're also
Well,
stacked against it,
45.
there, Shoal. You and Paint are the two I'm planning on actually really doing some damage to this thing.
Hey, and I can do this funny thing where I can make Paint deal more damage to it.
Hey, may I have your name?
No.
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 No, that's just what he, that's what they're gonna do. It's just to try and, go back and forth with, may I have your name? No. May I have your name? No. May I have your name?
You can't
No.
talk to it at all.
No, if you respond directly to it or it perceives you as talking to it, it is an automatic death effect with no save.
Trans
It
people
steals
need
your
to be
voice and your
extra
identity.
careful. Trans people need to be extra careful around the Fae. May I have your pronouns?
Rude.
Or not, because sometimes you just want to not. Because
Yeah, Epic, we don't have to worry about Fret on that portion because this Fae already has Fret's voice and identity. Fret has to worry
Okay, so-
about not being commanded.
I am going to burn 4,250 seals to bump up my will save.
Understood? Yeah.
Did you
Fret's
pick
battle
up
is
those
verified.
Seducer's Bane gloves too, Vari?
Do what now?
The Seducer's Bane
repeat.
glove.
Yeah, what about them?
Did you pick those up in
I did not.
Marketland?
No, because the purchasing them was too expensive.
Dr. Volt will, in the course of this, offer to lend Fret his Seducer's Bane gloves.
Fret will trade his gloves of larceny.
Oh, Epic also
I'm-
belongs to this Fae?
Hold on. Hold on. Thank you for the sub, Archinuki. Era was doing something. Vari was saying something.
Sorry.
Very overloaded.
Okay, so I have an item in that slot, so I'm going to trade you my gloves of larceny.
Yeah, I've already got another pair of gloves that I can worry about it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, thank you then.
But yeah, Archinuki, thank you for the sub. You're amazing beans and wonderful friends, and I'm grateful to have you.
Yeah, writing does not count, Epic. The Fae in question is literally going to try and make the party speak to it physically. The reason why Fret has a different issue is because this is the reason why Fret's here. Fret already belongs to this Fae.
No, he belongs to Shoal.
The Fae would disagree. We'll find out who you belong to after this combat.
Well, sucks for it because he's in Shoal's possession. That's his animal companion. And possession is however many is a bunch of tenths of the law. So get fucked.
Lost is
No,
going
you see, this only applies to ghosts.
We are technically.
Oh,
kind
true.
of.
Yep. Go
And
ahead.
yeah, when your ghost possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Ow.
What were you saying last?
Lost was going to ask Fret if it can see through invisibility.
Fret shrugs.
Not sure how useful this is going to be. And then he's just going to vanish.
Fret blinks in astonishment.
He'll pop back into existence as he pulls off his new mask, which he has figured out he can do now.
Okay. So that's that much.
Fret gives a thumb.
Era, does the science lab have anywhere designed for studying or containing vacuum?
Yes.
Excellent. Dr. Volt has an idea that he'd like to work on.
Oh no. Details?
So I'm going to DM you this.
Okay. Be both concerned and intrigued.
Error question.
That's
Era answer.
With how my saves are split, how does that work with the purchasing thing for the save? Is it just the total I have to worry about, or?
Yeah, it's basically the total for saves because monks always get 3. You basically just reference the monk table. That tells you what your maximum can be for your level. Because monks get good on all 3.
Well, I know
Also,
I have at least.
It should be whatever your highest modifier or your highest base one is for your class, because I believe every single class gets at least one good save.
Yeah,
Yes,
but when you're dual classed, it makes that a little difficult. So
Oh,
I just say
okay, yeah.
reference monk because they get good at everything.
See, I don't. I
So,
don't get good will saves.
Fret.
Well, you get a good save. You like if you don't get good will saves, you get good fort or reflex. That's what I.
Fret raises up a finger, having realized something, and will telepathy. I just realized I need to go pick up a boon from Sir Erabain.
You
Oh yeah,
never
Volt
picked up
hasn't
a
picked up
boon.
his boon yet either.
Oh, well, I can take the both of you rather immediately. He's not in a great mood, but I don't know that Green Flame is still here.
Okay.
It's fine. And he's going to put a hand on both Volt and Fret's shoulders. And... Hey, Era, would you say I can shadow jump these two to the Bridge of Nothing?
Yeah, as long as the spell allows it.
Oh, shoot.
And
Hang
then
on, I need to actually look at the spell.
And then you arrive to find that the bridge to nothing is no more.
Oh no.
And you just see, Era and the green flame out there in a contest of wills, and the green flame just looks bored.
Hey, at least Fret can maybe survive in the nothing momentarily because of green flame numbers.
It might only be... Yeah, it's only myself and any other items. Well, damn.
Dang.
Yeah, you're going to have to walk them there.
Yeah, it's disrupted, so unfortunate. He tries to do it, looks at his hands. Oh.
All right, I'm going to spend a lot. I'm going to spend like 5,000, 5,500 ish seals.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to be purchasing a feat, which is Iron Will.
Understood.
And I'm going to be grabbing my 4 to 5 and 5 to 6 will save.
Understood. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Two people have to ask me for a boon. Go ahead and ask me those in private. We were asked to end 10 minutes early. I'm gonna end a little bit earlier than that because next session, you guys are going to be going into a very interesting place.
As long as it's not another thing like that dungeon that was non-Euclidean and all that.
There won't be a
About
map.
Oh, okay.
It's fine if it's non-Euclidean, so long as I don't have to look at it.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's not going to be a map for a reason because there are rules to this particular place. And the rules are you run into it when it wants you to run into it.
Paint's going to be spending time studying up on all of the Fey rules and such.
No worries. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and end here. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. For those of you in YouTube land, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitch. We got Oneko Taigo. We got Drunk_Dragon_Era. And we got Rana_Zim. Also, thank you for joining us at the table, fellow adventurers. Drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and take better care of yourselves. You all have a wonderful night. And over on Twitch, I'm going to send you all over to Zim because I know he is going to be doing something fun. So bye, y'all.
And I'm going to send you all over to Zim because I haven't rated Zim in a while. Stay cute, everyone. Mwah.
Thank you, though. We kind of had to cancel the Gardic phone thing tonight. Instead, we're doing it Monday.
Oh.
Apparently,
rip.
like half of those that were planning to join are not feeling well. Whiskers has a Whiskers has a fever. Roy's got their bodies just hurting too much. Somebody else has to sleep. It's a bit of a mess.
Well, you're all going to Raw Zim anyways because he's going to stream something because I know he's not done.
Oh yeah, Factorio.
So off y'all go, and then I can end my stream. Wow.
Back up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not
Haha.
fall.
But I hope you guys enjoyed.
Don't
No,
forget to
Zimkatic
note
goes
down your potions and stuff.
Yep, just can you do us a favor? Those that are sharing stuff and giving one to everybody, can you please put it in the chat? Because even I couldn't keep track of that.
I got you all.
And I have
Just
no
sweat
idea
them.
what most of them do anyways.
Well, you gonna Google them after this. Don't worry.
But on my side, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was Recallers of the Lost Pathfinder. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your help and your support, whether it is financial or just with your time. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by tipping to the channel directly. You do get your little dono doodles for that, and also right now we're trying to raise some funds for a short shot for November. So, tip. But for now, thanks so much for joining, and I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye-bye.